After a schedule change, we decided to go to the New Egypt Speedway, as the 2 extreme monster trucks were ready to do battle. 5 monster trucks are ready to bring the heat in 3 competitions, legendary names, and rising stars. And it's all next here on Motorsports Hour at New Egypt Speedway. Welcome to Motorsports Hour. I'm Thomas Frasco as we're here at the New Egypt Speedway in New Jersey, as this is our second time that we're going to be seeing the 2 extreme monster trucks, as 5 superstars this time are ready to bring the heat, as nearly the same lineup as Bridgeport, but we have an additional driver which we will get to. And a great crowd on hand. This place is packed nearly to full capacity, and some great weather as well as a little cherry on top. Now let's take a look at our lineup. We have Dahlgren in Shark Bite. He did well at Bridgeport last time we saw. And Kory, Kinal, and Jekyll and Hyde, a great upcoming superstar. Logan, Tweedy, and Roarin Rex. We're ready to see how he does here at the New Egypt Speedway. And now the new addition. Legendary superstar Dawn Creten is here, and she's in her all-new Scarlet Bandit.
Well, with a brand new truck, it feels pretty good. I don't know how many events I'm actually going to be doing. I'm kind of in and out. I've been staying home a lot more, but it's nice being back, especially up in this area.
And to wrap it up, it's the one and only Jimmy Creten and the Bounty Hunter, and we asked him of what to expect at 2 extreme monster truck events.
Well, you're going to see everything you see on TV or on the internet, or we can do the nose wheelies, the sky wheelies. You're going to see all 3 disciplines with 2-wheel skills, racing, everybody's favorite freestyle. You can see the brand new Scarlet Bandit, just been out for about 5 weeks, and we're really proud of it. Something we built in-house, really nice piece. Good to see Dawn back out on the track after a year, taking a year off, and we're just excitement from the freestyle motocross, excitement from start to finish.
3, 2, 1.
We are officially ready to get things started with the 2-wheeled skills challenge. Logan Tweedy's going to start us off in Roarin Rex, as they have 2 hits that they're able to do here on this course, and the fans will have a shout out to determine who wins the competition, and we'll give the results right after the last truck goes. You can definitely see, compared to how Sweetsboro was, you can see that this track is a lot more narrow, so they got to try to find some ways to really get creative. Nice hit off that back of the car, little slap wheelie there, nice hit there for Logan Tweedy. He's the first one to go out of the 5 drivers in our skills challenge, and he looks like he's going to go for a possible popper off of that Jersey barrier. Nice job there for Logan Tweedy and Roarin Rex, kicking us off in our 2-wheel skills challenge here for the first of 3 competitions here at New Egypt Speedway. Here comes the first lady of monster trucks, Dawn Creten, Scarlet Bandit, your second competitor in skills. Decent start off of that other side, and now he's going to look for that second hit. Is really, you got to be super creative, and you got to also try to find that perfect spot on the track, and I think the perfect spot might be that Jersey barrier right here, and she's going to try to pop it on the back tires. And couldn't quite get it to stand all the way in the back, but still, a good way to start off her day. Dawn Creten, Scarlet Bandit. Now here we go, Kory, Kinal, Jekyll, and Hyde, your third competitor, as he already has a good amount of speed coming out on the speedway. As we've seen back at Bridgeport, this kid has a lot of talent, for a long future ahead in monster trucks. Couldn't quite get the slap wheelie. He reached a pretty dusty spot and he didn't have a lot of traction. And it looks like he's going to also go for that Jersey barrier. Going to try to outdo Logan Tweedy. Nice balance. A nice run there as Jekyll and Hyde is now going to pull off and go to the pits as we're about to get our next competitor. As Kory Kinal just wrapped up his run. Here comes Dahlgren in Shark Bite. Last time he had that really good nose wheelie and took the skills win in Sweetsboro. Now we'll see how he does here at New Egypt. A little bit of crooked air there as that's his first hit. Looks like Dan, he's going to go right back for it and possibly for a nose wheelie. As he's going to turn that truck right back around and he's going to line up for it as he properly backs up, goes back into first and second gear. Let's see how he does as he goes right back up for it. Oh, truck turns and he already goes down. And sometimes that'll do you. Decent hits there for Dahlgren, but we do think that Logan still has the lead. But Jimmy Creten in the Bounty Hunter, he's been really amping up his skills runs these last few years of having this tour. Jimmy looking to try to start off his day with a really good skills run. And there is the slap wheelie Jimmy Creten. Great first hit. And now he's going to try to go for one more hit to try to wow the fans even more. Jimmy's chassis here really is beneficial for him as that truck is able to get some really good power. And again, these two Extreme Monster trucks, they're known for their power. Man, look at that balance there for Jimmy Creten. And he's going to walk it nearly to the fence. Best nose wheelie of the afternoon, Jimmy Creten in the Bounty Hunter, and he will win the skills competition to start us off here at New Egypt Speedway for two Extreme Monster trucks. Now it's time for some Chicago style racing coming up next, and you're going to see some great action in just a few moments here on TF Motorsports. Get the best race parts all in one place. Barron's Performance Warehouse. From VP Racing Fuels, Big Nell, Earl's Fittings, iBox Springs, BC Radiators, Panel Fast, and more, Barron's has only the best race parts for your next race. Race like a champion. Visit Barron's Performance Warehouse, located in Florida, New York, or shop online at barrons.com now. Take a look at the best of the monster trucks in one place, allmonster.com. Take a look at some incredible highlights and exclusive clips, and check out the all-new revamped allmonster.com podcast. Allmonster.com, where monsters are what matters. Welcome back to New Egypt Speedway for two Extreme Monster trucks as we get up and ready for racing. It's Logan Tweedy in Roarin Rex, Kory Kinal and Jekyll and Hyde. Your first one's up here for Chicago style racing. Jimmy Creten in the Bounty Hunter, he got the automatic bid to the next round because of winning the skills competition. And a slow start for Kory Kinal. Logan Tweedy has the lead. And a lot of dust flying there as the track is really dry. And look at this as Kory Kinal, he's catching up right now as he goes into the last corner. It will be Kory in Jekyll and Hyde made up all that ground. Logan Tweedy, though, he might not be out. Whoever loses our next race, and if they're slower, then Logan could come back as the fast loser. We'll just see who wins and who loses this next race. We got Dawn Creten, Scarlet, Bandit, as she's going to go up against Dahlgren in Shark Bite. Their next pairing here at New Speedway Racing. They watered the track a little bit and will continue to do so throughout the competition to try to keep that dust down. Nice start for both as they go into the corners. Yeah, you can see these turns, they're so tight. They're almost 180-degree turns. And you can see Dawn Creten, she has the advantage. Here they come to the final corner, and it's going to be Dawn Creten and Scarlet Bandit that will get the win. And now waiting on the officials, and they say that Dahlgren was the fastest loser, so he's going to come back right now as we get into the semifinals. Dahlgren Shark Bite looking to try to get into the racing competition final, but he's got a big heavy hitter to try to tackle. Jimmy Creten in the Bounty Hunter. A little slow start there for Dahlgren as he burped the throttle. Jimmy Creten already into the first turn, and there's problems with Dan. Slides out on the track, couldn't make the turn. There's a lot of problems for Shark Bite as Jimmy Creten, he's got a huge lead, and he's just going to follow him right behind. Jimmy Creten winning it at ease, but Dahlgren, he's still going to finish the run. And some nice air there for Dahlgren as he preps for freestyle. And Jimmy Creten watches on as he sees who will he face in the final round. Is it going to be his wife Dawn Creten in Scarlet Bandit, or will it be Kory Kinal in Jekyll and Hyde? Will we see a repeat in Swedesboro, or will it be a family affair? Let's see. Both of them off to a really good start. Kory got a little squirrely. He made it to the ramp first. Pretty even, but look at that turn from Kory Kinal and Jekyll and Hyde. And we are going to see a rematch from Swedesboro as Kory Kinal beats Dawn Creten. It's going to be Jimmy and Kory in the final round. We're going to see who will be bringing home the gold. Jimmy Creten, the 30-year veteran in Bounty Hunter, and Kory Kinal, the 19-year-old that's looking to try to play spoiler. The momentum from Jimmy Creten is incredible as he takes the lead into that last turn. Jimmy Creten in the Bounty Hunter wins racing in New Egypt as he's on the road to try to get a clean sweep. Man, what a great run from Jimmy as he had the fastest passes out of everyone here during the racing competition. The New Egypt fans got to see some freestyle motocross and also some Power Wheels racing as patented of the two extreme monster trucks wherever they go to a location in their tour. Some great hits also from freestyle motocross as expected for one of the biggest crowd pleasers in monster truck side acts. We're getting ready to turn it loose. Coming up next, freestyle on Motorsports Hour. Welcome back to Motorsports Hour as we wrap up with Freestyle. These 5 superstars are ready to bring the heat into Egypt as first up, going right up to the crush car, Creten, Scarlet Bandit. Nice start, and also I might sit back for a little bit because it's always good to listen to those open headers. We encourage all you to turn up that volume. Nice air off of those tires. Creten starting off Freestyle well. She's got some great momentum. I like that she's hitting pretty much everything there is to hit here on the track. And she has these like really good turns going right from one ramp to another. Back for the van. And some great donuts there for Creten and Scarlet Bandit. And she is not done, going right back for that van stack. Man, they're getting some pretty good air off of these ramps, and that van stack right in the middle is a good shot here for the fans at New Egypt Speedway. Creten, Scarlet Bandit, great way to start off Freestyle as we have 4 trucks left here in the Freestyle competition. That's the last part of the 2 Extreme Monster Truck event. Coming up next, you see the flag, and now you see the truck. Logan, Tweedy, Roarin, Rex. He's your next competitor. Getting the fans all rowdy, trying to beat what Scarlet Bandit did. Logan, Tweedy, Roarin, Rex, your second out of the 5 freestyles as he's backing it all the way up. Nice air to start it off for Logan, Tweedy, and Roarin, Rex. Logan, Tweedy having a pretty good night here so far. And look at that nice air there from the racing lane. As he had a really good skills run, hopefully he can add some of those skills elements to his freestyle and maybe get a boost. If that's something I believe that hasn't been done yet from Creten, as that could boost up his score if he could get those consistent hits like Dawn, but also get that extra wow factor to boost up his chances into getting the loudest reaction by the end of the competition. Slinging that truck around. Logan, Tweedy making noise here in Roarin, Rex. More great hits and going right back for that other side. Carrying a good amount of speed as he goes all the way out into turn 3. Swings that truck around and he's going for the tires. A very unique obstacle here in New Egypt. And they are getting some pretty good air, as we saw from Dawn and now we see with Logan. And a cool combo there, going for the tires, then right to the cars. And slings the truck around. The truck shuts off, but he's done anyway. So he'll refire the truck and go right to the parking area. Great run there for Logan, Tweedy, and Roarin, Rex. All right, 3 trucks to go. Dan Dahlgren, Shark Bite. We'll see how he does, as we remember he did a really good freestyle at Swedesboro. Let's see if he can maybe do even greater than that to get a better chance at getting a freestyle win here and try to stop Jimmy Creten from getting that clean sweep. Nice start from the tires. Dan Dahlgren, Shark Bite. Great looking truck, and definitely a good one when it comes to freestyle. It's gonna have to back up a little bit, but it's all good here. Nice air there, as he really gave it some power that time. As we've seen from Dan in the past, he can get some good air in the 2 Extreme monster trucks. As he needs to get some more good hits, some big air moments, and then try to get some wow factors like a nose wheelie or a popper or maybe a big cyclone. And then that could boost his chances into getting the freestyle win. Slides up the track. As you can see, the track kind of slicked off a little bit in the time that they had to water the track down. You can also see that some of the areas are still pretty dusty. Right back for the van stack. Nice air there, as everyone gets a good shot whenever some of the drivers hit that van stack, because it's right in front of them on the track. And this is going to boost him now. He's going for that nose wheelie. Walks it back, a great nose wheelie from Shark Bite Dan Dahlgren. I think honestly he might have the lead at this point. Donut time. One little swing of a donut and a great way to wrap up his run. Dan Dahlgren, Shark Bite, in my eyes, he's got the lead. But now we got 2 trucks left. And that next driver is Kory, Kinal, and Jekyll and Hyde. Let's see how he does in his freestyle. Last time we saw him do freestyle, his run came to an abrupt end because of a truck breakage last time at Swedesboro. Now he's looking to try to get a bigger run and hopefully possibly get a freestyle victory. Uh-oh, and yeah, the truck just shut off. I didn't see anything break, so I think it's just mechanical. Possibly an RAI issue, or maybe something in the back of the truck. So we'll have to wait for an answer on Kory Kinal. After Kory, of course, we got Jimmy Creten and the Bounty Hunter, who is going to be trying to go for that clean sweep.
Let's hear it for Mike running down the front stretch to figure out what's going on.
All right, they're going to try to see what's going on with that truck. Looks like they got it figured out. Give him the signal. And we're going to see some more Jekyll and Hyde. Kory is not done. We're going to see if he's able to get this freestyle victory. As now he's back on track. More Jekyll and Hyde. Double slap wheelie right there in turn 4, a great hit. Going for something different, that could boost his chances again. Not just getting the wow factors and point to point, but also finding new hits could also boost your chances into getting that win. And Kory just has really good momentum, slinging around the track and just gassing on that bad boy. Keeping these hits going, Kory, he's got a really good run shaping up. hit after hit, getting some great air, great momentum. I think he's got a shot at the win here, as he's keeping that thing going right back for the car. And with that spot, oh, really good air there. As you can see, they're getting some really big air from that area because they have plenty of room to mash it. And look at that, it's some nice air from the tires. You can see some of the rain actually starting to fall. But it looks like it was only a brief storm, as it's already done. Donuts for Kory. And a great way for him to wrap up his run.
Kory,
never mind, he's actually coming back for more. I thought he was done.
The Stoppy.
A little bit of a nose wheelie there for Kory. Slinging that truck around. And now he's done. Kory, Kinal, Jekyll, and Hyde. Great freestyle. And now it's going to be close between him and I believe also Dan as well. But now we got the one that will decide it all. Jimmy Creten and the Bounty Hunter. He's your last competitor. And he is on the road to possibly a clean sweep, as he has the skills win. He has the racing win. Jimmy is the only one that could go for that clean sweep. And he can do it if he wins this freestyle competition. And he already has some good hits. A nice wheelie, a couple of air hits. Jimmy just has to keep this momentum up, keep the wow factors in, and he's got a shot. As it's all up to the fans, as they will make the noise at the end of the show, and the most noise will award the winner. Jimmy Creten, the 2005 Freestyle champion and the 2019 Racing champion of the Monster Jam World Finals. 30 years competing, his 30th anniversary. He's got some really good momentum and getting some good hits from the tire ramp, the band stack, the racing lanes. Just these keep these moments going throughout his run. And another wheelie, and you can see how much power that truck has, just the way how it's set up. It's just built as a full-on race truck, but it can also do some really good freestyle stuff as well. And I like this momentum, going from jump to jump, trying to keep things consistent. Jimmy's been doing this for a long time, and you can see why. Nice nose wheelie, walks it back. Great move there for Jimmy Creten and the Bounty Hunter. And now he's gonna sling it into some donuts. Some great donuts there for Jimmy Creten and the Bounty Hunter. And now he's gonna sling that truck all the way down there. Turn that truck around. His run is over, and now they're going to do the one thing that they know how, and that's to send the fans home happy with a little bonus. Got the word Jimmy Creten is going to go for the clean sweep as he wins freestyle from here off. And that will do it for the Motorsports Hour. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope to see you next time here on TF Motorsports. Congratulations to Jimmy Creten.